If you could see from the perspective in my eyes, you know I can see by your expression that the message was denied, and it won't seem to ever let us compromise. So breathless I define what I was never meant to know. I know this is an unprecedented time, the treacherous divide from the precious and divine. Stay with me for a second and I'll try explaining sentences I rhyme with the side I've never shown.
I know a lot of people that believe in God that are slowly veering toward a mind state where they don't fully fear Him. I fear God in His glorious bold appearance, but I also believe that He is the same thing as the Holy Spirit. I may wilt in the fire of free will from my vices, but there's power bestowed in being built in His likeness. I still get bent, reverting walk to crawl, learning it'll certainly take more than love to conquer all. To conquer all, you must be invincible by teaching the little boys and teaching the little girls. Plant that knowledge seed in the mineral dirt. The Bible wasn't meant to be only literal words.
And if you get to know me, you'll find little that you like. Caught between the good and evil with the riddles that I write. My body, mind, and soul are just the minerals of light. So a combination making up the pixels in my life. So why am I confused with delusions of a love when I'm incapable to feel the hearts I ruin when I touch? I've fallen from a God that doesn't listen to my prayers, cause the cry for help is coming from a voice that isn't there.
We watch tragedies happen and ask why. A reaction based on fear and desperation. No explanation is given. We ask why. There's little faith left within us. We watch tragedies happen and ask why. A reaction based on fear and desperation. No explanation is given. We ask why. It might test your strength to the finish, but that's life. What if the first time I meet you it's all judgment? What if the first time you reached me I was on drugs? What if I'm speaking for us all, just looking deep into the fog, still believing that there's more than meets the eye? This idea of deities in the sky and demons underneath our feet is for peace of mind. Are we so blind we don't understand it? Hell and paradise reside on the same planet. Whether the Holy Land is yours or the Holy Land's mine, I don't think it's holy no more, it's full of landmines. And you can't find the truth in religion, but you can find God in yourself. See, that's true in a vision. See, for me, kneeling to pray in a church is no different than how I feel when I'm saying these words. Got traded in everyday service for your weekly mass. Tell the priest peace and to keep his hands off of your seeds. We watch tragedies happen and ask why. A reaction based on fear and desperation. No explanation is given. We ask why. There's little faith left within us. We watch tragedies happen and ask why. A reaction based on fear and desperation. No explanation is given. We ask why. It might test your strength to the finish, but that's life.
I was raised at an early age to pray that the pearly gates would open their arms and enclose them around me when I died to be heaven sent, innocently entering the sanctity of worshiping the Almighty. It was easy enough, I guess believing and trust were just two character traits I misplaced very young. Gave it my all and made it my calling to be a servant of God and to help save the fallen. But time would tell that my mind had fell as a result of the pitfalls of paradise. I lived my life in strict accordance to rules men have decided that a God laid before us. I can't buy divine intervention, can't decide between divided religions. I find only a few signs have been given, and if I can deny it, it ain't undeniable, is it?
We watch tragedies happen and ask why. A reaction based on fear and desperation. No explanation is given. We ask why. There's little faith left within us. We watch tragedies happen and ask why. A reaction based on fear and desperation. No explanation is given. We ask why. It might test your strength to the finish, but that's life. From the perspective in my eyes, you know I can see by your expression that the message was denied, and it won't seem to ever let us compromise. So breathless I define what I was never meant to know. I know this is an unprecedented time, the treacherous divide from the precious and divine. Stay with me for a second and I'll try explaining sentences I rhyme with the side I've never shown.